Well, let me ask you a few questions first. Have you guys ever felt like getting an unequal treatment because you guys are just a girl? Or have you guys ever felt like getting a gender-based harmful stereotype, such as being weak, being submissive, and deserving to be in the kitchen only? And have you guys ever thought about it, of why do we have to face this kind of thing? Everyone, I think most of us have already the enough awareness of actually that throughout history, women have already faces a lot of structural inequality. They have so much suffering and actually becoming so vulnerable, yet still they fought tirelessly to actually secure for their rights and defending their own rights. And the saddest fact in this statement is that our fellow sisters out there, from girls until women, still have to face this kind of thing. It was never actually easy to state about our mind, to speak up right here and defending for our own right. But I believe that it will be so much harder and so much worse if we just shut up and never talk about this. Because I believe that women's power are way, way more than that. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I am standing right here today. My name is Zahava, Quisha, Azarine, and I want to simply state about how women are so powerful in this world. But before jumping into my speeches, I would like to say thank you to the honorable judges and also educators that have given me this big and amazing opportunity to be standing right here and stating about one of the most important things that is unsolved case in the whole wide world. Okay, talking about feminism, I think the feminism is actually not going to be separated and will always be relatable with the topic, such as how amazing women are. For me myself, I personally think that women is the most amazing thing in this world. The fact that they could multitask, such as being successful on their career, but still maintaining their family very well, and also they could be supporting their community, all at the same time, it is so amazing. And all of us, knowing how amazing women are, I think deep down there in our heart, we already have the obligation to actually provide the same opportunity for the women to at least be the same place as a man. But ladies and gentlemen, let's look at the status quo. The status quo. Do you guys think that the status quo, women have living their best life? Do you guys really think that in the status quo, women is already enough and not vulnerable anymore, just like in the history? And do you guys think in the status quo, the base foundation of the feminism itself have already been accepted by the society in the whole wide world? Ladies and gentlemen, in this status quo, women is literally being discriminated. And this could happen because there is a mass number of people that is still being in their misogynistic. There is still being in their patriarchy behavior. Me, myself, I have actually faced a lot of terrible things, terrible experience that I have actually faced the patriarchy kind of people. So basically back there when I was in middle school, I was having a very, very big desire of being the ambassador of Indonesia. You know, at that time, my ambition was so big. Because like, my shining shine so bright. I was literally my heart pounding whenever I dreamt of being the ambassador of Indonesia. I literally studied all day and all night, making it my whole personality. Because my desire of being the ambassador of Indonesia is very big. Maybe you guys hearing it was normal, but in my surroundings, it is actually a very rare thing for a woman like me to want it to be the ambassador of Indonesia. At that one time, me and my friends were casually hanging out and sharing about what we really want to be in the future, such as our dream future, our dream career. I was enthusiastically sharing how big my desire was of being the ambassador of Indonesia. I was actually explaining it very specifically about my plan, about how I am so prepared of being the ambassador of Indonesia. I was literally smiling so bright, and yet, the reaction that I got after sharing about my dream career is that I was being laughed. Ladies and gentlemen, have you guys ever think how was my feeling back there when they literally laugh at me? When I was literally sharing about my own ambition. The fact that they are loving, most of them are men. They are always saying things such as, oh, I am dreaming too high. I am literally being so unrealistic, and all of the things that I did right now is useless because at the end of the day, I am just going to be a housewife and not being able, never ever to achieve my own dream career. My heart was so broken at that time, and I decided myself at that moment, at that point, at that second itself, I am going to prove them wrong. I am a woman. I know my value, and I know how amazing I were. Just because I am a woman doesn't mean it is a prevention for myself to actually becoming as big as a man. And what my male friend said at that time, I am going to prove that it is completely wrong. This is just one of the stories that I have ever experienced, and besides that, I have actually faced a lot of things that is making me so uncomfortable when I'm facing the patriarchy society. There's a time where I always get undiscriminated, when I always get that they are underestimating me. And trust me or not, in the status quo, there is a lot of situation that has already been experiencing by other people that is so much worse rather than me. Ladies and gentlemen, let me give you a fact that 1 out of 3 women in this whole wide world have actually experienced a sexual and also physical abuse. They have experienced this kind of thing whether they cannot actually speak about their own opinion. Women in the status quo doesn't even have the right to make their own choices, or probably going to school. The opportunity is not even there because men in the status quo is much more prioritized rather than women itself. Me, as women, this is extremely unacceptable because as we already know that having your right to actually speak in the society, having your right to actually make your own choices for your own self, it is the basic human right. Basic human right, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that every people that is living in this world should have had the basic human right itself since the newborn baby. And the fact that our fellow sisters out there doesn't even have this kind of thing is so problematic. Me as a woman cannot accept this thing, and I believe that you guys cannot accept this thing as well. Even if you guys are a man or whatever gender that you guys identify with, it is never right to actually you guys letting this go for a man or woman having not the basic human right of their living in this world. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that us, as privileged especially, we should also fight for our fellow sisters. We should fight for them to actually living their best life as well. We should fight to actually making them have the equal opportunity and the others to actually stating the base foundation of the feminism itself. Because we should fight for the fair and equal world, and we should be the voice for the voiceless. You guys don't have to go to the campaign. You guys doesn't even have to be in the legislative and the others. Just as simple as you guys respecting the women's right, and also as simple as you guys always defending women whenever they're being discriminated, it is more than enough. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I am so proud to be standing right here to state one of the important things in this world, and I would like to say thank you very much.